This house is my mother's legacy. When she passed away 5 years ago, she left it to me. It's not a mansion, but she worked her whole life for it. For her, it was a symbol of stability. For me, it's the last, most tangible piece of her I have left. I was always the good son. I'm quiet, I work a decent job, and I've kept my life straightforward, just like she taught me. It's a peaceful existence. My dad, on the other hand, checked out of my life long ago. After the divorce, he remarried a woman who, along with her daughter Savannah, became the new center of his universe. Savannah is the golden child, a 25-year-old who has been handed everything. When she recently got pregnant and her boyfriend bailed, my dad and stepmom went into overdrive, coddling her, treating her like a delicate doll. I kept my distance. That was their drama, not mine. Until, of course, they decided to make it mine. The call came out of the blue. Dad wanted to talk. I went to their house, and the second I walked in, I knew something was up. There they were, my dad, my stepmom, and Savannah, strategically rubbing her pregnant belly.
Well, since you're living alone in that big house, and you're not married or anything, it just makes sense for Savannah to move in. She needs space for the baby, and you could easily find something smaller.
It wasn't a question, it was a demand. They had already looked at apartments for me. The sheer entitlement was breathtaking. My life, my home, my mother's legacy. To them, it was just an inconvenient obstacle to Savannah's comfort. No, not just no, but absolutely not. This house is my home. It's a connection to my mom. The idea of handing it over to you is unthinkable.
It's about what's best for the family. Don't you think a new life is a little more important than your need for space? It's selfish to hold on to it.
Think of it as helping Savannah get on her feet. We're just trying to do what's best for everyone.
For everyone? No, this was about doing what was best for Savannah, like always. Savannah herself barely said a word, just sat there with a smug look on her face. The pressure campaign was relentless. They started showing up unannounced, bringing a realtor to my door, leaving baby clothes. The final, unforgivable act came one evening when I got home from work. My key wouldn't fit in the lock. They had changed it. Taped to my front door was a note in my dad's handwriting. "We've changed the locks for safety. Please contact us to discuss this." A cold rage, pure and absolute, washed over me. I called him. "Why are the locks on my house changed?"
It's temporary. We thought this would be the easiest way to make things smoother. Please, don't call the cops. It'll look bad for the family.
"You will get whoever changed these locks to fix this now, or I will call the police, and I will press charges for trespassing and attempted theft." He caved. A few hours later, a locksmith showed up and changed them back. That was their declaration of war, but I was ready. My lawyer confirmed my mother's will was airtight, but then he dropped a bomb. My dad had already consulted a lawyer months ago about contesting it. This wasn't a new idea. It was a premeditated plot. The final confrontation happened on my doorstep. They showed up, all three of them, with Savannah holding her newborn like a prop, to give me one last chance to make things right. They launched into the same manipulative garbage, calling me selfish, heartless, and ungrateful. I let them finish. "I'm done with this. Get off my property." When they refused to leave, I didn't argue, I didn't yell. I simply turned around, walked back into my house, locked the door, and called the police. Watching from my window as two police officers escorted my so-called family off my driveway was the most cathartic moment of my life. Whatever shred of a relationship I had left with my dad was severed in that moment. That night, I blocked their numbers. I cut them out completely. The silence that followed was deafening at first,
But then it turned into peace. My friends, my real family, rallied around me. Looking back, I'm not angry anymore. I'm just free. This house is more than just walls and a roof. It's a symbol of my strength, my resilience, and my mother's unwavering love. They thought they could take it, but they underestimated me. They underestimated her. And now, I'm home. Truly home. And no one is ever taking that away from me again.